What's up, DigiDestin? It's your boy GM with Digimon Adventure 2020 Episode 1. I have to be honest with you guys, at first, I wasn't very, I was skeptical about this new reboot of about this classic of Digimon Adventure 01. To be honest, I was really fond of the very first series, and it was part of my teenage years. And you have no idea how Digimon really impacted my life and in my morals, and me and my friends in high school, man, every week, like coming from the weekend, we sit down at lunch break talking about it, theorizing about it. Look, we were Digimon fans to the core, and the fact that they had to reboot Digimon Adventure, it shows how popular and iconic this series is. But again, I was skeptical at first, but after watching the first episode, I gotta say, you know what? I have faith. This looks dope, animation wise, and storyline. It's very awesome, dynamic. It's no seriously. Now I am worry free. So okay, you know what? This is gonna be good. Let's check this out. So a new intro. It's not Braveheart, which I am happy about it. Braveheart, as dope as this song is, for me, reselling that song for a new audience of Digimon. Because let's rewind back, because the first Digimon Adventure series, it was what, back in 97, 98. So recycling the whole Braveheart song. I don't know. I feel like it would have been a little bit of a cash grab at that point. I mean, sure, I would have mind, but since this is gonna reach a new audience as well, as much as the old school fans, let's start with something new. So I'm glad they didn't use Braveheart, but you never know. Maybe throughout the series, they might use it during a epic battle scene. So I am actually expecting that. So Taichi, he's actually packing up to go to camp, and if you remember in the first series, the whole adventure starts from the Digidestin going to camp, then mysteriously being brought out to the digital world. So I'm guessing that he was heading for that same beginning, but of course they changed it. Since we've seen what happened in this episode. Taichi and Kushiro first met. Kushiro, he started a little bit shy, introducing himself to Taichi. I think that he was trying to promote his computer club, something like that. Taichi is really welcoming towards him and all that. So I'm glad that these two really hit it off from the first part. So and personally, back in the old series, I always admired their chemistry of these two. They were, like if Tai was the muscle, Kushiro was obviously the brain, and I always thought that these two made a perfect, great team. And back in the Digimon movie, or War Game, these two practically, well, not only these two, but they actually made a good team in the first half of the movie. So I'm glad that they started off with this chemistry and this friendship as well. Something that I noticed in the opening team, we got Ikari, who was immediately introduced, and in the first minutes of the episode. One thing that I noticed is that in the opening scene, there's a moment where Ikari is like face turned towards a dark area. So I'm guessing that there's going to be, I'm guessing that she's gonna be like the mysterious child, a little like not the same way as it was in the first series, but there's going to be a lot of mystery around her, perhaps again. Of course, this is gonna be executed in a new way, I'm guessing. But yeah, I think that she's gonna be like that final key for some epic event to happen. By the way, I just realized that I said Tai instead of Taichi just a few minutes back. Look, if I'm gonna review those episodes, I am already warning you guys. I might use a lot of the English version of the names because, again, part of my it's part of my teenage years. So I was really fond of the English names as well. I don't hate the Japanese names. Of course, they are the original ones. But I gotta say, the English names really grew up on me a lot, actually. So if I by any but if by any way I use the English names, I mean, look, take it as it is, because hey, like as soon as this series is gonna be translated in English, it's gonna be the same. So yeah, I mean, sorry, but at the same time, not sorry. We get a glimpse of the digital world, and I can see that um, just like they did in the previous Digimon series, they did Digimon Universe, Appmon, and all that. And I think that they really are connecting to that same similarities, of the digital world. From a place that is very network-like, with many wires of data, many streaming lines, data voyaging and back and forth. So, which is okay to do that, because if you think about it, network, that's what it is, a line of thousands of bits of data traveling at the speed of light back and forth at the second, so I think that it's good that they actually decide to create the digital world out of that. But of course, I'm still hoping that a facet of the digital world in this series will be a little bit like the first series, just like another world with water, plants, and plant life, and all that, but just digitalized a little bit. So and I'm glad what they did with the uh, with on how they portrayed the digital world. But I hope we can still get a little glimpse of what it was like it was in the first series. When danger erupted, Taichi did not lose any time. Brave as he is, um, look, just Taichi was a hot-headed, and I believe that in the series he's gonna be hot-headed as well. But just it showcases just the way they showed it in this episode when Taichi and Kushiro went to the train station, and Taichi did not hesitate once to just jump the barrier, go to save his sister and mom. And when Agumon was calling him, he got transported to the digital world. You get the crest of courage beaming in full life, and like this is Taichi, like not losing a second. He just jumps at it, even though he might hurt himself. But this is the Taichi that I love, the guy with a hard-headed brain but courage in his heart. Bravo! I really love that scene, and seriously, it was amazing. Like seriously, I felt a huge wave of nostalgia seeing this because that's Taichi right there. So really love that. I loved how there was a scene where Kushiro, when he got his Digivice on his computer screen, it was written "Chosen Children." That was the English version of Digidestin in the English version. To be honest, I prefer Digidestin, but Chosen Children, that's also cool as well. But I don't know, Digidestin, it's original. So, anyways, I love how it was written on his screen, Chosen Children, the wise one, and that is pretty much Koshiro. He has the crest of knowledge. That is no spoilers. I mean, if you are familiar with the original series. So yeah, I love the fact that it's the effect around it. Like his computer grew and it evolved at the same time, and then he got his Digivice. Tai went to save. He went up to save his sister and mom, but he got transported to the digital world, and he ended up saving Koromon, who in this rescue digivolved to Agumon. That's why he got his Digivice. I love seriously the new Digivice. Well, they're pretty much the same as the first one, but they are bulkier and Snicker as well. You know, I really love them. And to be honest, look, if they ever release those as toys, I'm gonna buy one. I'm gonna buy one. Yeah, like the previous Digivice, they were available on toys. Like if you try to find them on eBay or any other website, it's like $150 and rising because they're vintage. So no, but seriously, these new ones, if they ever release them as toys or electronic devices, oh man, I am so getting one. Taichi meet Agumon. Of course, Agumon knows him. I think that it's probably because of the Digivice. When I'm guessing that there was a transfer of information between those two. So that's how Agumon got to know Taichi's name. In this scene, and until the end of the episode, there's little discussion between Agumon and Taichi because they are attacked by a bunch of viruses. So there's no time for that. So you know they have to go on the offensive. Agumon, seriously, graphically speaking, the action is there. It's amazing. Much better than the first series, obviously. You know, I mean, 20 years will let you have enough time to, you know, to sharpen your animation skills. So, and you can see it; they really improved that. Um, so yeah, and I love how Agumon is really ripping through this virus horde because the guy he's shooting fireball like he was selling hotcakes. Bam, 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 bam. Look, the guy was at it. Even Tai, at a point, there was a virus trying to eat Agumon's head, and Tai Chi just took it and, you know, spin it around and was able to defeat some viruses. So again, classic Tai, you know, always going at it. Here I am calling him Tai instead of Tai Chi, but you know, this is gonna stick, all right? I can't change it, but I'll do my best. Sorry. Yeah, Taichi going at it in the action. Just God, that is so great. Almost all the viruses are eliminated except one that Digi-evolved into his champion level. I'm guessing. Of course, Agumon is unable to fend off against them, and you could clearly see, you know, in Digimon, it was always the bond between the Digimon and the Digidestin that made them Digivolve. You know, that sacred bond that gave him strength and power. I love how in this version of the series, in this remake, sorry, how it was really sharpened. It was really more artistic, elegant, badass, and seriously, it was really beautiful. It wasn't like the same scene over and over again rehashed to fill up some minutes in the episode. It was like an entire new digivolving scene, and it was awesome. And I really hope we get to see the digivolutions just like that. Like, I have nothing against the old version, but let's face it, and in animation, it is known to save up time that they're just gonna reuse those same scenes and you know, to fill up some precious minutes. I hope that every Digivolution will be, you know, just like that. You know, just a new original scene for each Digivolutions. So bravo on that. Greymon attacked that virus with his Mega Flame. And again, you see Tai giving it that courage, that extra power with his courage. You know, not running from the enemy, just standing still. You know, facing the enemy. You know, and that Mega Flame was badass, and that virus was annihilated. So bravo on that. The episode ends with the viruses attacking another network, the USA, the American military, and of course, we've seen a war game that if you know, if one missile goes off course, it's gonna be drama, all right? So yeah, overall, great episode, great introduction. Really loved it. I have to say that virus has a lot of Diaboromon vibe. Like, I feel like it's gonna be. I think that they're gonna end up with I think that the first episode are gonna have that same atmosphere. Oh, and I forgot to mention, at the end of the episode, we saw Matt, no, what was his name? What was his Japanese name? Yamato. Sorry. At the end of the episode, we saw Yamato and Garurumon, and I got a feeling that Yamato in this series is gonna be the lone wolf, no pun intended. He was already that kind of guy in the first series, but from the start he was already introduced to the gang. Um, so yeah, I get a feeling that this guy is gonna be the lone wolf because the ending team really emphasized on him, being always working solo and all that. So it's gonna be fun to explore. So yeah, so the viruses I have, they give up, they give me a Diaboromon vibe. At the same time as well, just seeing the title of the next episode, War Game. So I guess there's a lot of Diaboromon references from the first episode. Well, from the first episodes, because I'm guessing that they might lead with that for the first arc. So no, seriously, I am confident with that series. Look, it's nostalgic to re-explore those beloved characters in a new, refreshed series. So no, seriously, I am confident with that. So tell me your thoughts about this episode. Comment, rate, subscribe. Will I review those episodes on a weekly basis? To be honest, yes, I will. Yes, I will. So you can count me on that. And if there's a weekend that I can't review it, I will just warn you guys in advance. But anyways, great episode. Can't wait to see more. And I'll catch you guys later. So in the meantime, please do me a favor for your homeboy. Take care of yourselves because coronaviruses are everywhere. If you don't have to go out, please stay inside, be safe, and there's Netflix, video games that you can buy online. You'll be safe. All right. So if you need to buy something that is not essential, just order it online. All right. So take care of yourselves. I'll catch you guys later. See ya.